And welcome back. This is the joinDOTA League Season 2. This is the America Region and Division 1. This is Game 2 of a 2-game series between CNB Esports and the House is Down, otherwise known as THD. Not the twin-headed dragon, no Jakiros here. But I am Roxas, and I'm going to be casting this once again. In the last game, we saw CNB
10 seconds remaining.
basically just... wait. What?
5
Hold on a
seconds
second.
remaining.
Sorry about that. But anyway, with the first picks going to be... Band's going to be a little bit different here. We saw a Disruptor banned out by THD the first phase. We'll see if CNB goes ahead and picks it up this time. But CNB is going to ban out the Naga Siren and the Sand King. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, apparently Heflamoke is joining. I did not even notice he was in the lobby. So, joining me is going to be Heflamoke. And there he is.
5 seconds.
Hello, good morning everybody. Oh well, for the people we cast at the moment it's not morning, but for me, welcome. In my world it's 5 AM. I just woke up pretty much.
Well, good morning, sir. It's good evening for me. So, what do you think of that last game?
I have no idea because I woke up in the last couple minutes pretty much. Then I had the audio stuff got pretty much super fast fixed. And now, yeah, who won actually?
It was CNB. So basically they had the TA,
CNB.
and she got ganked a lot and it was really sad. But Gyrocopter had a really fun time, and Timbersaw was very sad, but Darkseer got a lot of farm.
Yeah,
And
I
then
got this. I saw this Gyrocopter celebrating with his ultimate there in the end when the GG was called. That was pretty much what
good.
most of the time I was just chatting with the people. But yeah, so we have the second game up and it looks interesting. I mean, the bans so far are pretty standard, but Shadow Demon and Invoker, that is a combination I like. I mean, Disruption, Soul Catcher into the Invoker Sunstrike, that is always a horrible combo. Let's see what else is coming there.
Yeah, they did have the bottom in the last game, and you would think that their pickoff potential is just absurd with that, but they just... It seemed like they were a bit complacent with just kind of letting the laning phase stretch out a bit and wanting to farm the jungle a bit. They didn't really cross the river too much, even though Shadow Demon Invoker bottom basically means you find someone, they die. It's that powerful, and Invoker doesn't even have to be there. So
Yep.
we'll see
But
what
look how
decide to
they
do or what
reacted.
they pair it with.
Like they said, like, hey, you took our Shadow Demon, it's fine, we go with Bane. So Mirana, Bane synergy on the other side. They don't even need the Shadow Demon. I mean, Bane used to be like the old couple pretty much for Mirana before like 6.81 or like the end of 6.8. And now Shadow Demon became so much more popular than Bane because, I don't know, his like spells have more utility, at least it feels like it. So, but Bane is just as fine.
Well, it basically also just as far as the laning phase is concerned and an isolated analysis, it's that people learned if my lane partner gets nightmared, take the nightmare off of him because the arrow is going to come there. But with Shadow Demon, it actually is a guaranteed arrow. So as long as
have you
people are
seen
aware.
that, by the way?
Seen what?
Nightmare. There's an awesome GIF floating around somewhere in the internet. I have to find it. Maybe I can even post it for the viewers. Like Legion Commander and Nightmare. Like if you duel someone and you give Nightmare on either one, it's bouncing like endlessly between them for the duration of the duel. It's hilarious. Like I laughed so hard when I saw this GIF.
That's why Legion Commander's not in Captain's mode.
Yeah, that would be really hilariously to watch if there's ever a Bane and Legion Commander makes it into Captain's mode.
Oh man, I actually think Legion Commander would be a great hero in the competitive scene, just personally. I think the dynamic and the late game potential of just having permanent damage is ridiculous. And it's certainly not broken. I don't think it's imbalanced at all. But obviously those technical bugs are what are keeping her out of Captain's mode. So let's talk about the bans for a bit. The House is down. They're scared of OD against their Invoker, so they ban it out. They also ban out the Visage Bane Mirana. Another combination of you see someone, they're dead, especially in the lane. Plus Visage scales very well into the late game as a support. Meanwhile in CNB, they ban out the strong offlaner and the Centaur with the Shadow Demon Centaur Invoker. Pretty classic combination. That's going to be denied, as well as a Nyx Assassin with the pickoff potential. But the House is down. Get a Treant Protector with that instead.
Yep, I love it. I mean, those bans are, like, at least on CNB sides, absolutely standard. Like, both of them you don't want to face. The Visage, okay, I mean, Visage is such a thing. I don't know why the hero is not popular anymore, because I feel he didn't lose anything. Like, he's still a strong hero. Like, but you need a proper microplier, of course, for it. To be honest, I think in the TI the Visage is coming back because many people just hold back on a couple heroes, and yeah, I don't know. Soul Ascension is still an awesome skill. Either way, yeah, you already said it. Dream Protector is coming out. That means, yeah, CNB, they have to commit fully to their towers because of the living armor. Otherwise, the towers they're gonna end up just being fully healed up. But they already picked at least something to counter the Dream Protector. One of the best heroes against that, not just against refractions of TAs, for example, also against living armor, the Darkseer. The Iron Shell is just eating through it. That's the biggest problem. So heroes that are gonna be protected with living armor against Darkseer, Iron Shell, it's not as effective anymore.
Right. And well, the cool thing about picking up a Treant Protector, at least against the Dire side, or as a Dire side player, is just you have three towers that are all close to Roche. And if you can protect those, you basically have a really strong mid-game with your Roche advantage.
10 seconds
Yep.
remaining.
And they're going to go with another tree man. I was also wondering if CNB would pick up a Dragon Knight. We also see Dragon Knight to counter Treant Protector. He also lanes decently well against Invoker. If the Invoker goes Exort, it's kind of a big pain, but still Dragon Knight, a good semi-carry as well to complement Mirana. You don't usually want her to be your only damage dealer as far as the mid to late game is concerned. So that'd be interesting, but what do you think about this Nature's Prophet pickup?
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to Nature's Prophet
10
because
seconds remaining.
for if there's German right now in the chat or like listening to this, they know I casted the TI4 Virtus Pro versus Rock's Kiss and Virtus Pro versus Mouseport, and like it was 8 games, and in 7 of them we had a Nature's Prophet played by Ars Art, which is like the Russian Admiral Bulldog, and to be honest, I don't want to see this hero anymore. And this is no offense to the hero. The funny part is, it's one of my most played heroes myself. Like, if I have time for playing, which is not too often, but still, I love the hero. I love it in all the builds there is, like pushing build where you go, like, I don't know, for Necros, for Manta, like the fancy builds. I like the build where you roam around with a Dagon. I like the hard physical build. But it doesn't matter. If you cast that hero like 7 times in a row, you just don't want to see it anymore. But we see it, and of course split push and everything is coming, as well as of course the global presence.
It's a funny thing you mentioned about, like, that's why Centaur just kind of stopped getting picked. Is just the hero wasn't bad. People just got bored. Like in Visage, going back to that earlier point, as far as why Visage hasn't been getting picked up
10
too much,
seconds
is
remaining.
not only just players, but I think the main reason that Visage
5
kind of
seconds remaining.
fell off in favor of other supports, such as Wisp or such as Treant Protector, is just the high mana cost of his spells and lane
Reserve
and the
time.
levels he really needs. You really want him to get level 6. But people
5
just got
seconds
bored of
remaining.
seeing Visage every game. So they just stopped picking him. It's kind of funny how that works
Radio
out.
team ban.
Yeah, but I wish like Dota was like, I don't know, a console where you can choose which music is playing. I mean, in the end you have to pick what wins. And in my opinion, Visage still has a justified spot. So for that reason, I just don't understand. But, well, we have IO on the other side. I was just talking about global presence. So that means IO will be beeping around somewhere. But so far, I kind of lack what it's going to be coupled with. I mean, there is so far just a Mirana when it comes to right clicks. It's, well, there has to be a nice 5th pick.
I think, well, you're going to be going up against a Slark, and they go for the Morphling. Okay, Morphling makes a lot of sense. The last ban was actually a Clockwork, so they were thinking that it was just a bottom carry, and they're going to be facing a Clockwork mid, which would be quite a pain for Nature's Prophet, of course. But the last ban was going to be Luna coming out from CNB, so going to be a pretty aggressive game. At least CNB, I think I would give them the edge in the late game. Wisp Morphling is actually really, really powerful as well. So even though it's not like that melee strength hero that we're used to seeing, I think that their Wisp matchup is pretty unconventional, and they run it pretty well.
Battle.
Especially, they ran it last game, they won with it, so we'll go ahead and introduce the teams. The winners of the last game, King RD, going to be playing up the bottom. It's going to be going the offlane as the Darkseer. It's going to be Brazil. On the Wisp, we're going to have Ned, 40R, going to be taking up the Morphling, and the stand-in, Billy, going to be playing the Bane Elemental.
Yeah, and I think the best is you introduce Daya as well, because you already once encountered those names, otherwise I'm
Alright,
going
I
to
can
pronounce
do
everything
that.
wrong.
So Violence is going to be taking up the carry Slark in the safe lane. Going to be supporting him is going to be Neofolk on the Treant Protector. The other support going to be Vestius on the Shadow Demon. Fuzzy going to take up Carl. Looks like he might be going Quaswex, could still be Quas Exhort. And on Furion, we're going to have, well, we don't know his name, but he was called All Carpenters Must Go Down. Now he is Miku Digital Sports Desu on the Nature's Prophet.
Yep, absolutely. By the way, I love the fact that I'm co-casting. Like, it's a very rare occasion, actually. So I don't have to have a pretty camera for the views. I don't have to, I don't know, like...
Oh, it's so
The
relaxing.
fun
You
fact-
can just, like, sit with your hand, like, in your lap
Yeah.
and just, like, kick your legs up, and you don't even care. You just put the camera on, like, auto.
Exactly. No, and the funny thing is, I was still paranoid. But like the second we swapped from draft to in-game, I was like, oh damn, I have to change overlay. And then I was like, oh wait, my broadcast software is not even running. What am I doing? I'm like, oh damn it.
Wait, I
Oh,
didn't
Roxas
even
is
turn on
fucked up.
OBS. What am I doing?
I mysteriously like broadcast without OBS. But yeah, either way, we already see here the trains.
This
They
is
try,
actually,
yeah.
this is pretty big committal. So, this is what we see, like, basically Admiral Bulldog do. Basically, when he only played Nature's Prophet and Lone Druid all the times, he would always use one of his summons and steal the creep wave so that he could get a free level 2.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
Nightmare
didn't
and
work.
Arrow committed to make sure that wouldn't happen.
But at least he got something out of it. I mean, he blocked the camp, I mean the small camp, at least for at the 30-second mark, which is not too bad because they didn't commit a ward to it, so a small success at least.
Yeah, but he's pretty much already out of mana as he's already used 2 summons. Pretty expensive spell, especially at level 1. 160 mana, so he's going to have to be really careful here. He needs to hit level 2, but he's not going to hit level 2 if he gets Nightmared. There's no mana for it. He's 5 mana away, but is he just going to go down to right clicks? He's just going to go down to right clicks. Potom going to
Yep.
leap. She salves up as well, gets the first blood. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we saw Wisp. Never mind. I thought I saw Wisp diving a bit there. My mistake. But yeah, just 1-0 for favor of CNB. Potom secures the first blood.
Yeah, and for all the viewers that actually asked, it's 1-0, not just right now in the kills, it's also, like in this 2 games here, CNB is leading as far as Roxas told me.
Yep, CNB is leading 1-0 in this series.
Well, look,
and,
they go on the docks here.
Yep, going to Darkseer top lane. There's the pounce. You can't really surge out of that.
He died pretty much in the surge animation, poor guy. Poor little dogs here. But yeah, that makes it 1-1 at the moment. So, like in the mid, it's looking, well, so far relatively equal, but the Morphling is already 8 CS ahead, and yeah, that's not good for the Evoker. The Evoker needs, at least the start has to be good for him. And I mean, the Morphling needs a lot of babysitting later, and yeah, there it is. We have the Wisp already going in.
Yeah, he's morphed a lot of agility too. He's right-clicking for 73. Invoker, he hasn't really committed to Wex or Exort just yet, but he's just putting a lot of points in Quas. He wants to be able to have that region to make sure he can sustain that harassment. And, you know, Radiant side Morphling is one of those very, very powerful mid laners as far as a carry is concerned, just because when you get these camps stacked, well, you get a lot of farm very quickly, so going to be pretty good for him. Nature's Prophet, though, has already had to abandon the bottom lane. Did he hit level 2? No, he hasn't even hit level 2.
Yeah,
So this
and
tower's
this
going to
is-
go down for free at least.
Yep, this is really bad. Like, such an early tier 1 going down, and it looks like it might actually happen already in this creep wave. And that means a lot of gold influx for CNB, and like, I think most people underestimate it, but he TP'd in here in the side, but he will regret it if he tries to deny it, because Bane would have been there, and the easy arrow setup. But, as I already said, most people absolutely underestimate how much impact it has when you get early gold, because I mean, if the laning stage goes like a normal way, then everything is like equal, like mostly even the farm, and just one hiccup here and there, it does make a difference. But if the entire team gets like, I don't know, the first mini items, maybe just a urn, a soaring, whatsoever, it can make such a difference.
Or even boots. Just getting
Yeah,
boots before
boots.
your lane opponent just is such a huge advantage.
Oh, but there's an arrow. Look on the Furion, directly in his face. The second Starstorm hit, it's not enough, but the projectile is following him, and he's just dead. Poor guy.
That's those phase
Second
boots
time.
getting that value as well. And also, Darkseer, he went ahead and abandoned the top lane. He's going to go ahead and stack the drone. Whether he steals these stacks or not remains to be seen. He can still kind of farm the other stacks towards the closer end, and they're going to double stack this as well. So Morphling going to be able to get a lot of farm with this overcharge Wisp. So what do
Yeah.
you think about the Slark pickup? In
I
particular?
just wanted to talk about the Slark. Yes, Slark, I actually also casted him twice in the TI, and after that he got immediately respect banned because it worked out so very well for him. But I mean, this was a Slark played. I mean, in the TI, it was a Slark played with the Blink Dagger, and I'm actually curious because I don't know the house is down. I mean, I casted probably one game in my entire caster career of the house is down, but well, Blink Dagger, to be honest, I'm very, very looking forward to it. I really hope it's coming out. It's such an amazing tool to make Slark pounces work.
Yeah, what do you think about, I mean, it used to be basically, heroes even like Shadow Fiend or even TA, Slark as well. It was basically you got Blink Dagger or you got Shadow Blade as your mobility item. And the trade-off was, okay, Shadow Blade's a little bit more expensive, but it gives you attack speed and damage. Blink Dagger, a little bit less, but it gives you none of that, and the mana cost was the same. But ever since Blink Dagger, that buff a little while ago, people just go Blink normally. No one ever really thinks about Shadow Blade. What do you think about it as on Slark in particular, just because of being able to use his passive whenever he's Shadow Bladed in a fight and being able to regain all his health?
Yeah, I mean, the Shadow Blade, the problem is, as soon as you have a Nyx Assassin or anything on the pitch or a Slark with the Shadow Blade, like you see the support's pretty much like blocking each and every entry to whatever lane just with sentries. And a Slark getting caught out, silenced or anything before he has the chance to use, I don't know, Pounce, Dark Pact, or even in that case, his Shadow Dance. Oh, I think we have a goal. Yep, the Mirana actually
they were
playing the
diving
Nature's
past it too.
Prophet, but they rotate in. Moonlight Shadow.
Sentry
And a
Ward's gonna be
sentry
deployed.
directly on the
She
disruption.
doesn't have pounds because it's only level 1, so she should go down here. She's deceptively tanky. Sunstrike, going to be off the mark as well. King RD, they drop another sentry, but now
Yep.
she's not invisible anymore. She, are you kidding me?
Yep, they're not pursuing. The Invoker, I think he was falling back a bit, just thinking about maybe going in, but in the end they abandoned this plan. Like, well, did Mirana getting away with such a dive? That's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if they let him get away with that. And not to mention, there's just lots of farming going on for everyone else. King RD, he's 3-0 currently, 31 last hits, has a tower last hit as well, I believe.
You might see something here in the mid. No, actually the Invoker, not utilizing his invisibility rune, and I guess it's the best idea because there is a Mirana behind him. Oh, the arrow!
Speaking of Mirana, there's an arrow that hits him from long range, but the defensive disruption buys time. A TP going to be coming in from Slark as well. Who does he pounce on? There's an overcharge of Mirana. He pounces on the Wisp, but he misses. Dark Pact is there to do a little bit of damage. Nature's Prophet trying to hit 40R. He has a waveform to get out of a Sprout if he needs it. He's going to be going down as well. Wisp has the tether, so they're going to be able to get through that. So
Yep,
Wound's
just
going to
too
be lit,
mobile.
but no.
Oh, Mirana. She leaps away before the next pounce can actually come from the slug. So I was just talking about too mobile of those heroes, and yes, Wisp tethering away, Mirana leaping away, and the waveform also like a nice escape mechanism. So in the end, yeah, they're just too fast for the houses down at the moment.
Yep. And we also didn't mention this explicitly, but Fuzzy is going to be going for the Exort build. He's already picked up his treads, so maybe not going to be going in for a Hand of Midas, as we usually see that just off of the brown boots. And he has the couple points in Exort, so the pick-off potential is going to be real, same as the last game. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, Darkseer, he's getting pretty close to a mechanism, only has a headdress and soaring, still no boots. Only 30 last hits and 1 death, not the most you want to see out of a Darkseer, so he has a bit of recovery time on his plate.
Yeah, I just want to finish the thought of like Shadow Blade, etc. versus Blink Dagger. I think the Blink Dagger mana cost removed is a lot. Yeah, it's pretty much a significant factor that played in there, because a lot of heroes, they were always on the edge when they played their full combinations. They needed, like, I don't know, a lot of mana to make things work, and then the Blink Dagger on top of it, sometimes it was missing. But now, since this is removed, it makes, I don't know, it gives like the Blink Dagger a little the edge over the Shadow Blade, I guess. Plus, on those heroes like Slark, I have no idea who actually came up first with it, but I mean, Pounce maxes you already mobile, and Pounce mostly gives you exactly those 2-3 seconds you need to have your Blink Dagger again ready, and you're just blinking further away, bringing even more distance between you and your enemy. But now, look in the mid, I think they want to commit to that tower pretty soon.
Yeah, they want to make sure that they get through these living armor charges as well. There's not a whole lot of counter initiation and crowd control, and Bane, he's waiting here. He's got level 3 in Brain Sap. He's pretty deadly, but they aren't going to commit.
Yeah,
They do. There's a Nightmare. Is there any setup, though? Just casual Nightmare and casual Brain Sap? Nah, just casually looking at each other and looking away. But still, Glyph is still available. They can save this tower if they really want to.
but the Morph is so dominant, he's just standing there, and they have no chance whatsoever there. Use the cliff up, there's the Nightmare.
Yep, Nightmare's there, instantly taken off by UFO Clone. There's the Ice Wall, body blocks as well. But now the TP support's coming in, defensive just Morphling. He's having no more strength. Darkseer just vacuums everyone but doesn't really do a whole lot. 40R, he's trying to get away as well. Everyone's on the retreat. Violence, he has basically 1 health. He just needs 1 karate chop from Brazil, but he's not going to be able to get it. There's a TPA out attempt from 40R. He's not going to make it as well. Currently just a 2 for 2. Pretty chaotic here, Billy. Oh, the tower gets denied by Shadow Demon. Pretty big there. The wall was committed from Brazil. And Slark, Shadow Demon, they both got out with barely... Oh, never mind, Shadow Demon actually just got down. Slark, he re-engaged after using the Shadow Dance. Oh, but the Iron Shell from Brazil, as well as the Spirits, close range from Ned, able to pick him off. Sunstrike, oh, he used the Soul Ring too.
Sunstrike plus Soul Ring, that was a lethal combination. Too bad the Sunstrike was on target. By the way, I don't know if you saw it, but like to the left, the Darkseer actually used his wall to get that like really 1 HP the Slark had off, but he really misplaced it a bit, so the Slark survived there, was able to make this pounce, but unfortunately, this man fight, oh my god, look at the Fury TPing directly into the Wisp and the Mirana now. Only the arrow is required to make this a kill.
I think just right clicks, man. Leap in a Starstorm. Oh, there's a defensive disruption, though, buying some time, but that also sets up an arrow if they need it. Looks like
he blocks his mate in.
Coming with the Leech Seed. Oh, the right click's going to be able to get it, but the pounce coming in from Violence. They blow up the Wisp. King RD, he doesn't have a pounce. He has a drum charge, but Moonlight Shadow is used. They pop the dust. Is he going to turn and fight? He has to. He gets another kill.
That was a big misplay by the Train Protector. He wanted to help his mate there, and of course the Leech Seed would have also contributed to healing him, but like he blocked him in that little pocket between the base wall and this tree. Like the Furion didn't have to die. I'm pretty sure he could have been kiting there. But now top Slark gets
Grip going to be committed as well, and Darkseer is there. Going to use the Ion Shell. Is there a waveform? Yes, there is. But Shadow Dance going to be able to get it off. Waveform is used. He's still getting the regen, and with those drums and strength threads, he's pretty hard to bring down.
Yep, I mean, you need more commitment. To be honest, I was curious why they waited so long, because like the first 1-2 seconds in the Fiend script...
Relocate on the mid with King RD. Wisp is there as well. Double Starswoman's there. Arrows off the mark, but right clicks are going to be enough.
Yep, and top, even more action. This Lark, second Nightmare he gets, but the Iron Shell is taking it off, so that was super short duration.
Yep, he pounces. Going to be airballed as well. Just throws out a casual Essence Shift and going back to the cover of his tower. Speaking of towers, you're against a Train Protector and you have 4 towers down at 12 minutes.
That's the worst thing. And to be honest, it's not even the fully commitment. Like there's, like I always say it in the draft, and I'm pretty sure some viewers are already bored by it. But like sometimes stating the fact, especially also for people that are new to Dota, is kind of good. There's like 2 ways how to interact versus a Train Protector. That is either you fully commit to the tower as like a team of 3-4. Oh, there's an arrow at the secret shop, and it's a 5-second stun on the Shadow Demon Starstorm. The second tick is not even needed. It just lands directly on the poor corpse of that Shadow Demon. Oh my god, poor guy.
That's one of those funny things. You're like, they're off the map. I wonder if anyone's buying something at the secret shop. And I mean, you have a Wisp there with a bottle. You just get the mana cost back right away. There's literally no risk in getting that arrow. There's only reward.
Yep. No, but like the Slug is trying to find something here, and if I get the chance to finish my thought, let's see. It might be the Bane, it might be the Darkseer. The Pounce.
He already used his Surge, and he's just gonna TP out. Yeah, Slark can't cancel that.
Yep. So yeah, there's 2 ways to like really counteract the Train Protector. That is either committing as like a 3, 4, 5-man team fully to a tower and never let it go till it's actually down. Oh, we have to relocate.
Gonna be top lane. Fiend's Grip is there as well. Violence goes down.
Nice combination. Like that relocate directly into like a Fiend's Grip and
By
the
way,
arrow.
There's a Disruption, Sunstrike, Leech Seed, Soul Catcher, Morphling. He's Morphling Strength though. He's pretty tanky. He's got a lot of mana as well from that magic wand. He's also got treads if he needs them.
Yep,
they're going to be re-engaging here after the relocate. Fuzzy, he gets arrowed as well. Double Stars from his there, but Living Armor keeps him alive. Overgrowth onto 2, and Shadow Poison is going to be able to finish off the Wisp. And then the inside, the backside of the fight, Mirana, he's getting away. Morphling TP's out. And THD is just a 4v4, just a 1-for-1. Slark is about to come back alive, and man, that creep wave was annihilated.
Yeah, that Iron Shell Starstorm combination, that was really lethal. But yeah, the Slark is back now. They can actually make something work. It's actually a 5-on-5, 5-on-4 at the moment.
Yeah, and there's a Pounce. There was a Dark Pact. Actually, never mind. Pounce was going to be airballed. This is really awkward. They're actually just fighting this illusion. They don't really know it. Violence, he pops the Shadow Dance as well. Going to be going to Mirana, but the mech is just keeping them all alive. Oh, but 40R, he's getting caught out. He's having to morph strength again, but there's the wall. Where's the vacuum? Oh, the Ice Frog. That cooldown's going to be too much. Nature's Prophet trying to get away. He has nothing. Dies to the right clicks as well. Tower does go down in the meantime.
It's
Still
not
just
looking
these really
good.
scrappy fights, and
Yeah.
CNB just
Fuzzy.
seems to know how to coordinate a little bit better.
Does he make it? That's the question now.
Yes,
Is they
4
adapt to
points
strike
in
brain
quads.
sap? Oh, the last one is not enough. The last hit.
Living armor as well, giving him 27 regen per second.
Yeah. The morph was too deep into strength there, unfortunately. We had a disruption in the mid, but like only Dream protected, but the Slark is coming from the side, but he doesn't find anything. That's the problem. Mirana get in position for the arrow and hitting the Shadow Demon. Oh, with the vacuum, they can actually kill. Slark makes it out. The Overgrowth is trying to save something, and they actually make it out, but oh my god, Slark getting greedy. That would be bad. Oh, the Fiend Script just got Dark
Brazil
Pact
mech,
now.
mech.
This
Oh, he
Sunstrike.
dies to the Sunstrike. Getting really greedy with that mech there, but Violence, he tries to pounce on, eats the arrow to the face, and I don't know why CNB's chilling around there with no health or mana, man. Everyone else is coming back alive. Nature's Prophet comes in, Sprouts hugs him in the Sprout as well. Gonna be trying to turn and get a
in
kill,
the
but
trees.
Treants will block him in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at least they have the chance to turn something around. And to be honest, this is a bad idea of CNB to overstay their welcome there, just because they feed away killing sprees and everything. But I don't know, CNB still looking so strong. I think it was a bit overconfident. I mean, leading a game like this, like being, I don't know, through with all those towers, it just gave them like a bit too much ego there. And yeah, they had to pay for it. That gives, of course, the houses down a bit of a chance. But then again, yeah, I don't know, nothing really changed. The gold and experience advantage is still there, regardless of those 3 kills.
Yeah, Slark
And
is
they
not
want to
really
continue
a hero
even.
that plays from
Top.
behind.
Yep. They make exactly what they have to do. They have to put more and more pressure on the towers. Like, I still didn't finish my thought, so 2 ways to get a dream. No, I don't even get it, because, look, there's Arrow looking for a Shadow Demon, but yeah, he's well aware that this one is flying. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Alright, Tree and Protector.
Yeah, Dream Protector, my
Welcome
thought
to
from
10
like
minutes
half an
ago.
hour ago. Like, the first way is, of course, to commit fully to those towers as a team, or you put so much pressure on the towers, like on different towers, that it's simply too much for the Dream to heal up heroes, heal up towers at the same time. So you'd simply do more damage than living armor
That
heals,
fog,
but
as there's
either
two
way,
TPs
they're
into
fighting.
Violence. He goes on a Morphling, but he's able to waveform out. Wrath of Nature is there. Replicate is made. Sunstrike gonna be... Well, it's actually on the backside of the fight. There's a grip on the Violence. He's going to go down. Vacuum Wall is going to be committed as well as the mech and everything else. So 2 are down for the side of THD. 3 are down. 40R. He gets a triple kill out of all of this, and that's going to be a 4-0. Nature's Prophet, the only one not there, and they just call it.
They just got all caught in the wall. Like fourth and back, they even got twice the damage. It's what a disaster for the houses down here. CNB looking so solid. Like, too bad they didn't put up these plays when it came to the TI qualifiers. Like, it's really bad. Like, I think we casted them yesterday or 2 days ago, and there they actually lost what 3 out of 4 games. But this CNB looked so much better.
Yeah, that looked very decisive, very well executed as well. And well, the other thing is winning out on the laning phase. Sometimes you just see whenever teams come out of the laning phase a little bit ahead, they're a little bit more efficient. Some of them kind of really thwart that lead, but CNB in both games, they really just knew how to take it and extend it throughout the rest of the game. So they're going to take a 2-0 victory in this 2-game series. And that's going to be it for us, everyone. Thanks for watching. Once again, I am Roxas. With me was Heflamoke. If you liked what we were providing, please sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at HeflaTV and Heflamoke on YouTube. If you liked our casting or hated our casting personally, you can call me on Twitter at CallMeRoxas.
All the haters go to Roxas. All those who like it come to me.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to get 0 followers is what you're saying. And also if you liked this tournament and like these teams that brought you these games, make sure you check them out. CNB Esports as well as the House is Down, and also the tournament was a joinDOTA League. You can check out more information at joinDOTA.com. So that's it for me. Is there anything else for you, sir?
No, like, it was of course always an honor to cast with you. Unfortunately, yeah, I was sleeping. Then we fixed the issue, and yeah, like the second cast, at least I was there for that one. And yeah, guys, if you missed a game or something, then I will be directly on the VODs, and we'll upload them in like an hour or so. If you missed them or want to share them with your friends, they will be up. So CNB fans or the House is Down fans, like, don't worry, you didn't miss much on YouTube. You will be able to watch those 2 games. Either way, I'm probably back to sleep, and you're evening will continue. I love
I
time
think I'm
zone.
going to play a bit of Dota and I'm going to go to bed.
Okay,
gonna
let's
be a
do
good
that
time.
then.
All right.
See ya.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good one. See you next time.